I got into poetry early on in elementary school. I actually wrote like my first little poetry book, and from then on, I knew what I wanted to be, and I told my mom right away. So it's always been a big supporter of mine and helped to nourish that. I think it's important to read poetry because it's a way to express yourself when sometimes you can't get it out. I know for me, that was always something that I needed. I had a lot of deep emotions, and the only way I could get them out was through writing. Hi, my name is Cassie Holguin-Pettinato. I'm a published poet, collage artist, theremin musician, and mom. I grew up here in El Paso, Texas. I was born and raised in the last remaining neighborhood of Smeltertown. I work at El Paso Community College. I've been here for 3 years. I'm at the Writing Center. I absolutely love working there because I helped students to be better readers, writers, and editors. And I just like hearing, like, oh, you helped me so much, or I got a 98 on my paper. So that's really rewarding. Before I got even into college, I was volunteering in high school to help start a literary center at EPCC. It's called Papagayo. I was there for many years, and through that, I became the poetry editor for Chrysalis in 2007. My first poem from my chapbook called The Lamb's Tale, published by Bottle Cap Press. And it's about my grandmother. It's called Tencha's Avenita. And I just pay homage to my favorite breakfast meal that she would make for me. And it's a poem based on a recipe, but also I add elements of her illness that she got, which is dementia. Tencha's Avenita. Ingredients: 1 cup of cream of wheat, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of carnation milk, sugar if desired. Directions: 1. Pour 2 cups of water into a medium-sized pan with 2 cinnamon sticks and boil. Sit at the kitchen table with your grandmother and notice her eyes are red. She has a worried look on her face. 2. When the water starts boiling, take out the cinnamon sticks and reduce the heat to medium. She asks you, ¿Dónde estás, Cassie? 3. Pour cream of wheat. Cook for 5 minutes. If you spoke Spanish, you could have told her from your dry, peeling lips, Estoy aquí. 4. After 5 minutes, pour milk and stir well. You could have said you were in the place where her different colored yarn kept you from wandering past sunset. 5. Keep cooking for 5 more minutes, stirring from time to time to keep the avena from sticking to the pan. You could have said you're at the table where she highlighted Bible passages and drank coffee with her daughter. 6. When the avenita becomes thick and creamy, remove from heat. She doesn't remember you. You want to say something in Spanish, anything to get her to remember. 7. Serve in a bowl and sweeten with sugar if desired. All you can say is, I'm right here. I'm right here. My second poem I'm going to read is called In the Beginning, and it's from my full-length book called The Five Stages of Stuttering, published by Flower Song Press. And it's just about a time when I was really little and I found some kittens with my mom that ended up being deformed and missing some parts of them. And I knew that from then on, what I wanted to do in life was to help people and be empathetic to others. In the beginning, she crawled into the darkness and followed the sounds of kittens. When she came back to Earth, she handed me the litter, and we discovered time and space cut off the circulation, and amputated a limb, a tail, and an ear. My eyes didn't look away. I fell in love with the 3 kittens whose parts were missing. I saw beauty in a design that was not finished, the way a body can survive. I couldn't ignore the universe calling me to care for the orphans. The moment my father walked through the door, he was an asteroid entering the Earth's orbit, coming to end life. He violently put them in a box and left them next door, creating a crater inside of me. You could argue it wouldn't have been good to keep sick kittens. You could argue I would have gotten sick. You could argue he was protecting me. I was 7 years old. I knew what kind of man he was before this day. One who would not take the time to talk to me, take the kittens to the vet, and find a home. One who would not care for the orphans, a border crosser, a crying child, a sick animal. Before the foundation of the earth, his heart was made of hard silicate rock and metals. I didn't have the voice to break apart the asteroid and save the kittens.